Okay, so what do we do with Miami?
I'll tell you what we do with Miami. We never believe in them again. We never buy into anything that they're doing. I don't care how talented they are, how well they're playing. We never believe that they're going to continue playing well or that they're ever going to avoid doing dumb shit and losing games they're not supposed to lose, as long as just the way that team is. Like I texted you earlier, Chip, Miami could win 75 straight games. And for the rest of my life, I'll still be like, yeah, but they're probably going to blow this one. I'm done, never believing in them. And it's not because they lost to a bad team. They went on the road and they lost to an SMU team that's pretty good, and SMU team that's been in as many ACC conference championship games as they have in a far shorter amount of time. But man, just they beat themselves a lot, and it's just a routine thing that happens with that program. And yeah, the Toronto, yeah, so two guys just ran into each other in the outfield, but one made the catch. But
this is the
Miami would have dropped that ball. Miami would have dropped it. Miami would have lost. But
my God.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm done with the Canes. And if you look at them, like they have, are they technically still alive in the ACC title race? Like if they win out, is there an actual path for them to still get to Charlotte? They need like a lot of help, right? Because their at-large bid is dead.
They have
I think it is too.
Jam of other teams that they have to get past, and they have some really unfortunate tiebreakers in terms of common opponents and the way that that's going to end up counting, as I understand it.
So we say their at-large bid is dead, and I think I'm willing to say it's on life support. There is a team on the top left of our screen there, though, that they beat, and they have the head-to-head with, who also has a pretty good chance to finish 10-2. And they have 2 losses here by 6-3. Like, are we sure Notre Dame's in over them with the head-to-head?
Yeah, because I think that they look at Notre Dame and say they lost to 2 good teams, and I don't know how good they're going to look at SMU and Virginia at the end of the year.
SMU Louisville.
I'm sorry, SMU Louisville.
They might look at Louisville like, hey, that's an 11-1 team.
Yeah, but Louisville nearly lost to Virginia Tech today. I don't know. Everybody's going to catch ACC. Everybody's getting it. It's the most spreadable virus since COVID. Nobody can avoid it, and there's nothing to do to keep from getting it.
All right, well, Bud, how much do you assign the Miami failures as a Miami issue, and how much of it is like there is not that much margin between the ACC teams this year?
Well, I mean, isn't that a Miami issue unto itself?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're related issues, right? There's not that much margin between ACC teams because Miami has not pulled ahead. I mean, my Noles are pretty guilty of this as well, given what you spend on the
Hey, hold on. Y'all snap the streak, all right? I mean, this is a good day for the Florida State Seminoles.
ACC win, y'all.
ACC win.
That's right. Take care of Wake just like you knew you would. No, so I just feel like they cannot put teams away. Like you would think the run game would be a little bit better than it is. Like they stick with it in 40 for 159, and like that's not like a whole lot of stuff lost to sacks, right?
Dude, and the short yardage situations that Miami faced when they were not able to get those conversions, and they were just committing to saying we're going to run the football, and SMU was getting penetration. They were like getting was it Webb, right? The interior defensive lineman for SMU.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, they were like pushing off Miami's offensive line, which we have routinely praised here. I thought that obviously it's a massive win for SMU. Throw up all the historical notes. First win against a top 10 opponent at home since the 70s. You know, that we just had Rhett Lashley agree to the contract extension. I mean, what a weekend in Dallas for that SMU football program and the university community. But at the same time, buddy, this was a Mario special here.
Yeah,
and it is tough to swallow.
Real hard if you're Miami to watch Rhett Lashley beat you, to watch Manny Diaz go and beat Clemson today. Like the two guys who were at that program when Miami wasn't investing in the program, and now obviously they're outspending everybody in the ACC by a pretty good bit, and they're still losing these conference games.
Like you mentioned, Chip, SMU able to get penetration on like those short yardage situations, despite Miami having a great offensive line. Why are they able to do that? Because they know exactly what Miami's doing. Because Mario Cristobal is there's no shot in hell Mario Cristobal's dropping back to throw in that situation.
Because you're going to get duo. Yeah.
Yeah. You know he's running duo, and you know he's running right in the A gap, and he's going to try to man ball you to death. And then so it makes it a lot easier to get off the snap and stop that when you know exactly what's coming every single time. Miami is more talented than the rest of the ACC. Too often it doesn't matter because of decisions that are made. And that's from the players. Like Carson Beck makes bad decisions too. I'm not putting it all on Mario, but I'm just saying they make a lot of boneheaded decisions with what they do. And it's a constant. And when it happens once in a while, whether it's a player doing it or it's the coaching staff, when it happens once in a while, it's like, okay, people all make mistakes. But when you're doing it repeatedly, that's kind of just who you are.
Does that apply to Carson Beck as well?
Yes.
Now, I'm not going to put every interception on him, but damn, the overtime one was not good.
No, that I think was on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the overtime one was on him, but the one that was to Trader, where he Trader didn't want to get hit, and he didn't quite squeeze that ball in, pops up, obviously ends up going the other way. But man, we've got a head-to-head if you're watching on youtube.com/cover3 of Beck and Jennings. Jennings was doing that on one leg. We saw a lot of one-legged quarterbacks out there. Jennings gutting it out, finding ways to be able to evade that Miami pressure. And yeah, just a really, really, really bad, tough loss for the Miami Hurricanes. Now we are leading with this, of course, because Miami is one of two ACC top 10 teams that both lost. We'll get into more from the ACC, including I see you in the tailgate. Don't worry. We'll talk about Friday night's historic moment for the game of football, before we get out of here. Coming up on the other side, let's talk about the Southeastern Conference. Let's talk about Arch Manning, and what Oklahoma did in Neyland Stadium and more next.